Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me. Whether you found me on YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe. And if you found me on through Facebook, make sure that you authorize StreamYard permissions in order so that I can know who I'm talking to. So if you're watching this on a replay, it happens to be a live presentation. So I may be chit-chatting back and forth with some of the participants, answering some questions as we go. And basically, that's all the part of doing it live. So hello, Lena. Not sure where you're joining me from. And hello, Lorraine. So it's our mystery challenge. Oh my goodness. You know, I really like these mystery challenge, not mystery challenge. Sorry, it's a sketch challenge. You're probably going, what day is it? In any event, it's Saturday and it's my card sketch challenge. And we're on card sketch number 132. Now, the purpose of these card sketches is to give you some inspiration. If you get to the point you don't know what to do, you know, like you're going, what should I be making today? I can't really come up with an idea on my own. These card sketches will help you quite a bit with what you're doing. In any event, we are going to be making a Christmas card, of course, but this one's kind of a cutesy card. I'm going to just jump on down to my desktop. This happens to be the sketch. Simple sketch. Ah, Lena, Vancouver Island. Awesome. Oh, excuse. Oh, excuse. It's going to be one of those days. That seems like all I've been doing today is sneezing. And hello, Catherine. All right. So, like I say, very simple card sketch today. I really, I love the fact that we have ovals now. And that's with our framed florets. And you can get two of these ovals. And I happen to cut a couple of these ovals out with this one and just use the inner part. And then on this one, I use the smaller part. But for the card sketch, I do give you the size of the ovals so that if you don't have the framed florets, you can go ahead and use other things. Oh, thank you, Julie. um, North Dakota, is that where you're from? I'm sorry, I'm not too much on the abbreviations, but I kind of, yeah, we'll fumble our way through, that's for sure. In any event, this is just a regular card base. It does have a layer here. This looks like it has designer series paper. Actually, on the card that I'm doing, I'm going to be using an embossing folder with it. And then this oval here is the largest oval, which is 2 5/8 by 3.5, and then also this front one's 2 5/8 by 3.5, and then this smaller one's 2 1/4 by 3. And like I say, I got that from the framed florets, but you can turn around and you can use it any of those sizes, just so you kind of get the idea of how to do it. All right. So I decided to use a stamp set I haven't used in a while, which is absolutely adorable. You do not even have to use this for a Christmas card. You could turn around and use it for your Friendship Warms My Heart. I just wanted to use this stamp set again because I haven't used it enough. So we're going to go ahead and use this moose today. I think he's so whimsical and I think he's so much fun. I'll do a bit of the coloring with it. I'll show you what I did with the coloring, and then I'll just go ahead and do the other. Good morning, Margaret. Oh my goodness. 5 o'clock in the morning in Australia. That's wonderful. My goodness. All right. So I'm using some kind of, well, they're not, the colors that I'm using are actually, inspired by the Santa Express. If you ever have problems with matching colors and that sort of stuff, go to the back of your designer series paper pack, and some of the colors they put together is absolutely amazing. Okay, so I have my card base, and this one happens to be Poppy Parade. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to go ahead, fold that into the mountain. Whoops. And we'll come in with our bone folder and get that good and scored. All right. And then this is Petal Pink. And like I say, you go, ooh, Poppy Parade and Petal Pink. Well, check this paper out. Yeah, I know the moose is amazing. I did do one with the raccoon, and I really like how it turned out as well. In any event, this Santa Express Designer Series paper has this Poppy Parade and also the petal pink in there. So I didn't really go that weird on here, but at least I did it where it it kind of matched. All right, so this happens to be the 4x5 1/4, and I've done it with the whimsical winter. I'm sure that's the name of this embossing folder. Let me just double check. I should have checked, but it's packed away. I have a city class this afternoon, and I had limited stuff that I could play with on this particular sketch. It's called Whimsical Woodland because of the class that I have this afternoon, and it's almost all packed up, ready to go. So you can see, isn't that cute? I love this die. And honestly, I think it is retiring, so it might be something that you might want to think about. The retirement list is out. I should probably post that list. But anyways, I went and just ran it through with that. But like I say, it is retiring. All right. So then when we come back in with our sketch, we've got one that's going to go here. And, you know, whether it goes exactly or not is not really that important. And then I have this other piece that I think we'll put down like that. And then, of course, this piece where we're going to do our stamping. It's pretty simple, right? All right, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to ink up my mousse with the Memento because I'm going to use my blends. And you always want to make sure that you use the Memento ink when you're using your blends because it's water-based and the blends are alcohol-based and they won't bleed at that point. Now, this mousse doesn't really fit on here, but I'm going to get most of him on there. Yeah, this mousse is just so dang cute. All right, so yeah, that'll be good. And then I'm just going to let that dry for a bit. Now, also on here, I have a sentiment. So we have this one here. It's feeling a lot like Christmas, and I think I could use that one on this particular one. This could go to maybe one of the grandchildren. So we have that. And, you know, it's funny. I do not have one of my big blocks. That's packed away as well. It's funny when you do, I'm going to have to use this oversized block. We're going to hope that it works okay. Now the decision is, do I go in red ink, Poppy Parade ink, or do I go in shaded spruce ink? And you know what? I think I might try shaded spruce because again, I got my Poppy Parade kind of, I've got it actually packaged up as well. And then we're just going to go ahead and put this on here. Hopefully we've got this straight. If not, I've got a whole strip of this. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I think the green will be good on here. Okay. Oh, Linda's joining us for the first time live from California. Same time as Pacific time. And I'm glad you joined me live. Okay, so we've got that. We have our mousse done. So let's go ahead and do some coloring with it. Now, I have gone ahead and I have done some coloring, but I'm going to go and I'm going to show you the colors that I used. So for the mousse, I used the light and dark crumb cake. And then I also used the 300 of the flesh tones. So what I did was I just go in, always with your blends, you want to go and lay down your color because what you want it to do is you want to saturate this. And honestly, this might be a little too big to do that kind of coloring with all at once, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'll just do the body part. And then, of course, I'm just going to let Stampin' Up tell me exactly where I want to do my shadowing. And I think we'll put a little bit here on the backs of the legs. There we go. And then the key with this is to come back in with the lighter color and then just go in circles and blend that in, because you don't want to see any types of light. Good morning, Marjorie. And Marge. Ah, I'm glad you caught me live. So like I say, I have a city class today. And then, of course, we have my monthly card club is tomorrow. So if you're ever wanting to go back to in-person classes, I am doing back to in-person. They're usually the last Sunday of every month, except for the month of December. Although the registration is going to close the beginning of December, I'm going to be able to actually do my classes. I'll be doing them the December class is actually going to be done on January the 8th. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here. We're just going to get a bit of color on here. And then I'm just going to come in and just go in swirls again. Now, the beauty of when you're doing this is you can also darken your color up with a little bit more of that same color. But I like to have a bit of white in with the mousse. But see how he's starting to look now? This looks like it needs just a bit more blending in there. And then what I did with the antlers, I went in and I actually used the light crumb cake, and I used the 300. And it just gives a bit more of a red tone to the brown, which I guess you could have gotten with your soft suede as well. But this will take a little bit more to blend in. Just like that. And then, of course, let's not forget his ears. And then I also used the dark crumb cake in there too as well. So you can mix and match a bunch of different colors on there. And you know, let's see. We can go back and touch that up after if we want. Now, I have the Poppy Parade. I thought Poppy Parade was a great color to work with this. So I'm going to use my light Poppy Parade. I'm going to saturate the hat. And then we're going to come in with the dark. And like I say, Stampin' Up makes this part of our coloring so much easier, because you just go in and use those same lines that Stampin' Up has. Plus you can add a little bit there. And then we just want to blend that in. Now, I'm also going to be using some of this red in here on the scarf. But I also want to use some of this light petal pink. I'm going to kind of do his teeth with that. But I'm also going to do this pom-pom up at the top with a bit of the petal pink in there. So now all we have to do is go light shaded spruce, and we're going to do the light Poppy Parade. And I know on my original one I had done, I was going to also put in some petal pink in there. Good morning. Good morning, Marilyn. Okay, so then we're just going to come in and then let's just, this is the light shaded spruce. So you can see that we're not going to be doing too much shading with this part. Let's see. Go there. And I think what I could do is I can come in here And I can do my own, if I decided that I wanted to go with different colors in here. I'm going to put a bit of red towards there and then some green in there. I just found that it was just a little bit too much. Let's see, let's go green in here. Green here. And of course the scarf comes down below. This one here, and then we can go ahead and put the red. Whoops, I want to put some green right in there. So it didn't quite match what I wanted to do, so I just made my own strips with the scarf as itself, by itself. So let's put that there and come back in with our shaded spruce here. Is that not a fun one? But now I need to actually come in and give these ears a bit of some more shadowing with the ears, and then come back in with this. Now you notice that I do use both ends of my Stampin' Blends. Now the other part that I really like to do with my blends, especially if it's an image like this, is I like to go, and I just got to make sure I got some of these tips on here. I like to go in with my light Pool Party, and then we're just going to go ahead and just outline this, and very quickly we're outlining it. I'm using the brush end, so I'm not going to get a real even look to it. But I just like that so that it brings up and highlights a bit of the mousse itself. There we go. Just like that. So see how that kind of just pops that mousse off of the paper. All right. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and start putting this very simple card sketch together. I know, you know, this mousse is adorable. All right, so we're going to put that there. We're going to put this here, and then we're going to put that there. Now, do I want to put some ribbon on there? Don't really have Poppy Parade ribbon. That's the only downfall. Where I guess I could color the Poppy Parade. Do we want to? I've already put that one down. I'll see that in just a second. So let's just go ahead and put this on. So like I say, this designer series paper come from the Santa Express. Great paper pack. Great whimsical paper pack. So that kind of goes along with this. And I love this shaded spruce on this side here. Now let's see. I'll have that go like that. Don't forget, if you do like this, make sure that you give me the thumbs up. The other thing is, this is a card sketch. So what you can do is go into my group. There is a link down below. And by going into my group and posting a card that you've done using this sketch, you could be eligible to win something. It's a random draw. So it could be for product if you live in Canada. If you live outside of Canada, I can basically give away a tutorial. But by all means, I do a random draw for the mystery and also for this sketch. Now, one thing to note, if you've done the proper blending and everything else on the back of your cardstock, it should bleed through like this. And that just shows that you've done the proper blending. Yeah, the blue line really does add to it. It just makes that mousse pop. That is for sure. All right, so now maybe I should put one in the middle. Honestly, these things don't cost very much, but they add so much to your card, that is for sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead, put that mousse right about there. I say that probably would have been pretty good if we had done some ribbon on it. So let me just quickly, I'll just color some of this ribbon. I'm going to use the light Poppy Parade. And I like to put something underneath there. So let's just put a piece of this underneath because it's going to color there. We'll see how this works anyways. Petal pink would be good here too. I need to color, if I'm going to do a bow, it's going to be about 8 inches. So that's about 8 inches there. I really like coloring this crinkled bias ribbon. And the reason I do is I find it so staticky and it's so hard to do anything with it when it's so staticky. So I'll just tie a quick bow and we'll see if that's going to go on there. We don't know if that's going to or not. Wasn't an element of the sketch, but we can always add when it comes to embellishments, right? Okay. Whoops. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't be that hard. There we go. And I'll just come in with these scissors. Now that needs a tiny bit of that red on there. So like I say, I'd love to see what you do with your with this sketch. You know what? I don't even really need it on as a bow. I can kind of just have it. Anyways, we'll see how that's going to look when we get the other stuff on here. So I thought, even though Poppy Parade and this the Sweet Sorbet, they kind of match. So what I thought I'd do was I'd use some of these embellishments, the in color embellishments there with it. A bunch of the red here. All right, so let's see. One there. We're going to go 5 on this one. Yeah, let's go like that. So it's kind of in a circle. And let's maybe put a couple of these smaller ones down on here. And then maybe that way I can just get rid of that bow because it's not doing anything for me. All right. What happened there? Looks like I got a bit of dark on there. No, it's not going to come off. All right. So there's that. That's the card sketch. So like I say, play along with me. I really would appreciate that if you do. Thank you. Like I say, when it came to the color combination, I just used what was in that designer series paper. Let it do the work for you, right? So let's come back in with the sketch. Yeah, I like this moose. He's fun. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the sentiment on there. Oh my goodness. Okay, where did I put that? Uh-oh. Where did I put it? Okay. Well, we'll just stamp it again. So I used it in Shaded Spruce. Jeez, I just had it. I wonder where I put it. Oh, well. So we're going to come with our Shaded Spruce. We'll try it again. Surprised. Oh, I did. I used it right there. That doesn't happen to anybody else, right? So that's just going to go across there. So I'll just cut this. Oh, don't tell me I've also got my scissors packed away as well. Yeah, very busy weekend this weekend. Right, so let's go and put some dimensionals on there. So this is going to go there, the whole thing. So I'm going to turn around and put some dimensionals on there. Yeah, you know, circles look so great together, but ovals to me make it more whimsical. Am I right in there? I kind of think that it, anyways, we might as well use them while we can, while we've got them. So there we go, right like that. Let's go ahead and, I knew this was done too quickly. I have a piece that's 4 by 4, 5 1/4. I think what we can do is we'll come in with these. And let's just put that onto a stamp set. And, well, we can't really have green snowflakes, can't we? So I guess we'll have to go with, you know, a pool party. Oh my goodness, do I have a pool party here? Yeah. So, just like that. There we go. And we'll just put that on the inside. So card sketch number 132. Just like that, all ready for something that is so cute for a little person. Okay, so what's now happening? Let's see. We have back to Monday, where it'll be my free online class, where I'll probably be doing either a 3D item or else I'm going to be doing a fanciful card. And that's at 11 o'clock Pacific time. So I hope you can join me. If not, you can always get it on a replay. Remember, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. Also, make sure that you share my video. By sharing my video, that's one of the biggest compliments that you can give me. And we hope to see you on Monday. I know that this is South of the Borders American Thanksgiving weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that on Thursday, actually. So in any event, you guys have a great day. Bye for now.